Last week, we spoke with Granis, a mapper who is not only winning hearts and minds with stellar gameplay, but getting world records. This week, we're speaking with potentially the greatest surf mapper of all time, and although I can't confirm this, may also be the most well-paid mapper too. Hardex has made multiple commissioned maps for Fnatic, ESL, Dreamhack, and much more, which all turned out to be fan favorites with tens of thousands of completions across all servers. I'm gonna cut right to it. In this episode, we played an interactive guessing game that you can play too, further developed the dialogue around KSF, and talked about every mapper's favorite mapper. Okay, Hardex, thank you so much for speaking with me. The way we are gonna start this off is I'm going to send you a screenshot from one of your maps. Now, if you could tell me what map it is, I think you're going to be able to answer that for every single one of these. But if you can tell me where it is, that's bonus points. So you get a maximum. Okay, I think it's a maximum of 10 points you can get. We're at 0 right now. Hardex, here is the first screenshot.
Oh, I feel like that's pancake at the very beginning, underneath the little definition that I have.
Ding, ding, ding. Surf Pancake. Now, what can you tell me about this map?
Yeah, Pancake was the first skill surf map that I released. Didn't know what I was doing. It's just the entire thing wrapped in a giant skybox. All of the ramps are stacked on top of each other. It's horribly designed. A lot of people liked the way it looked. So that's all I can say about that. But I think I did a good first try, really.
And how ass painting was that process of mapping for the first time? Yeah.
It took longer than you would expected. I had a lot of people that I relied on though to get it done. Sense was one of them.
Sense is that co-mapper. You can see him in the original screenshot.
Yeah, I miss Sense.
Oh.
One of the best.
Do you know why they left?
Probably Rocket League.
Ooh, we lost so many in Rocket League, man. Fuck.
Yep.
I love that game. Nate and Plurple played it with me once, and I've just been addicted ever since. It's really bad.
I feel like everybody comes and goes whenever they find something new.
That's sort of how I mean, there are some people who have stayed consistent and sort of orbited. Like, I feel like Sinky has been there forever. Roldar has then been there forever. But then most of the top 10, except for Koosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it do happen. Then I think that means we can run right into the second screenshot. This one, I think is also going to be easy, but if you can guess where it is. Ooh.
Oh, let me zoom in on that. That is just some random detailing on Goliath. It looks like it's like a convex triangle made out of polygons. No, not polygons. What's the word? I can't think of it, but yeah, that's what I think it is.
Okay. Hard. Really, really hard. Probably harder than it should have been.
Is it Brutalist?
Oh. It's Goliath, but what part of it is it? It's the hardest part of Goliath. What?
I copy and paste that thing much. You cannot even expect me to be bonus 4.
Bonus
4.
Oh
no. Okay,
you got it.
Oh,
you
it was?
Got it. Don't read
okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you gave me a hint though.
I did give you no. You got it. We're at 4 points total. Let's go. This was
I don't know.
one of the most groundbreaking maps ever to come out. Was this the hardest map at the time when it was released?
I think so. I was probably the first one to actually name a map tier 7, and then people just were in disbelief in like YouTube comments and stuff. It was pretty fun trying to make it, obviously, because I think everybody knows I'm not exactly a tier 7 surfer, you know. There's been jokes and stuff about making it with 600 gravity.
Oh.
Maybe a little true, but not entirely.
So how did you make it?
Just save locking a bunch. I'm able to save, or I was able to save lock all of it except for stage 4, which was not made by me. But yeah, everything else I was able to save lock. I did use a little bit of gravity trickery for the showcase, but that's it. So yeah, it was just save locking over and over, and timescale as well. Yeah.
But this has been, for some surfers, this has been the proving grounds. This is where some surfers have spent hundreds of hours. Probably not that much, but lots and lots of hours in lock on the map.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still hear about it to this day. People complaining about stage 2, the end of it. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I can't do it either. Sucks.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, is that unfair? I mean, obviously, we could just make a map that's too hard. You can just put the next ramp or platform too far for anybody to conceivably reach, but as long as it's possible, right? I
Yeah.
mean, what did you think about Anubis when it was released?
Oh man. So my first experience with Sneaky was, I think it was called Surf Shade,
Hmm.
and that was already like a technical map that's way too hard for me. So when he came out with that, and it was, I wouldn't say worse, but like the tech was like ramped up even higher. I I just couldn't believe it. And then, it didn't get beat for the longest time.
Yeah.
So I was surprised to see just people going after it, even after it got nerfed. Like it's just crazy.
Insane.
And some of the stuff that, some of the tech mappers come up with, I can't even believe.
What did I just play that was Hectic? Hectic seems like a map I would genuinely want to run. But Anubis, Shade even, at some point I'm going to have to beat all the tier 7s.
Hmm.
Shade is going to be a definite, like, stopping point. I've never learned shit like that. But I also remember Sneaky from GFL. I remember him a long time ago just starting to map, and he's come such a long way. I'm
All
excited to see
right.
what's going to come next. Yes, sir.
I was glad to see him submit something for the contest that I could actually do.
Oh,
Turned out
Zenith?
really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's very, very talented. And especially on a time crunch like that, he was able to make something. I guess I can say better because I like it more. You know.
Oh, yeah. And it's hard to make simple, like, for as you make it easier, it sort of becomes
Hmm.
harder to design it well, right? Because now it's just not, you can't think about one route. You have to think about how both good surfers and bad surfers will run it.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's always something that's super hard to balance.
Okay, I want to know how you balance it on a map. Ooh, this is going to be the toughest screenshot, I think,
Okay.
in the entire thing. And it's going to be interesting, too. Boom. Oh, it's processing. This, it's all you
That
get.
looks like it's from Surf Tempest. I'm gonna say some random wall in the very first area.
Oh, no. Oh,
No?
no.
Oh man.
Here's the answer. I went way
Oh!
tough. Way tough. First of
Oh,
all,
dude.
copy paste bonus question mark, and also please tell me about this amazing map and the process that you did to make it and to
Okay,
co-partner with
okay.
another organization.
First of all, copy and paste. Number one, the textures, yeah, kind of. I used Tempest textures but recolored. So that's why I initially thought Tempest. Um, Copy and paste. All right, I had permission from the bonus creator. All right, so
Good,
it's
good.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I was looking for like an easy bonus to add to that map, and I was already running down on time because they had a set budget, and I didn't really want to work too much. But I've always heard that people really like that bonus from Goliath, so I just made an easier version.
Oh, it's
That's
actually easier
basically
than
it.
the original.
Oh yeah, way easier.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, didn't take long at all because all the detailing is very simple in Anne's Champs, so I was really happy with it.
Now, what about this whole thing with ANZ champs? The organization. How'd you get into that, and
Hmm.
what were the consequences? Like, what'd you get out of it?
Money.
Money.
How I got into it? Geez, I feel like everything eventually leads back to summer, Surf Summer. But yeah, I think I don't know if it was this one. I think maybe they posted on Reddit like looking for a mapper for something, and then I just sent the guy an email, and then he responded, and it just went from there. Um, I think that might have been it, but who knows? There's been so many others.
No, I know. You have gotten commissioned quite a bit for your maps, maybe more than some other mappers. What was another map that you were commissioned for?
The main ones like from big sponsorships and not just communities. There was Summer, Fortum. There was an AIM map that I did called AIM Demon. I think that might be it as far as like the main ones that I worked on or contributed to the most.
I can't
Um,
believe you said Fordham. I forgot. I forgot to put Fordham in this list. Oh my god.
yeah.
But I can save it because I need you to explain this screenshot to me. Hardex, I just don't understand. Now there's a little bit of hint of what map it is on the left. Why is there Ronald Reagan in this wall and on this map?
uh,
What happened?
I think it's because there was this show. It might have been Family Guy or Futurama where someone gets hypnotized and their mission is to kill Ronald Reagan. I think that's it. That's the entire thing.
Round of
I have a
applause.
lot of dumb Easter eggs. Some of them don't quite make sense.
Ooh, we got another one in this list. Don't worry.
Okay.
On this map, I think this is one of my favorite. This is gonna be like you'll never hear this from another human being again. This is one of my favorite of your maps. I've run it for like 10 hours. The boosts, I think, get some people. I love the curved ramps. I love the theme, and it
Mm.
flows for me in a way. The max spell just flows, and the snipes are not even that snipey. But I don't even know what has other people's reaction been to this map, from what you can tell.
To Hot Wheels?
Yeah,
Man. I feel like it's mostly been good. I never really hear anything negative about it.
nice.
Obviously, people don't like that the ramps have a brush on the bottom, even though it doesn't matter for gameplay whatsoever. Um, um, yeah, I think it's all been good. It's probably one of the most popular ones as far as numbers go that I've released myself. Um,
Wait,
yeah,
really?
it's all been good.
What do you mean by numbers?
Um, just like the number of players either on servers or on the Steam Workshop.
Oh wow. Okay, because this screenshot might contradict this. Hardex, where are we? I
We
just
are on the skate park stage of Surf Summer.
immediate answer.
Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh, look at that. Now this has
yeah.
to be your most popular map by far. I see it all the fucking
Oh,
time on every
definitely.
single server. Okay, tell me what you can about it, my man.
Well, yeah, they initially came to I think just Juxtapu, and I think that yeah they were just looking for a surf map to promote their summer line of merchandise that they were releasing, which is all the stuff you can see in the spawn on the CS:GO version is stuff you could have actually went to their shop and buy. And then he brought on Tioga and then a couple other mappers. And then somehow my name got into the mix because at that time I was just pumping out a bunch of maps. I don't think they were necessarily very good,
Hmm.
but yeah, I was able to do a lot of work in a short amount of time. And we had maybe a month and a half or 2 months to make all of it.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then together, Tioga and I put about 700 hours over the course of that time,
What?
and it was all for $1,000.
Oh. What have we
But hey,
done? Oh no.
I think it was worth it. That was an opportunity that likely would have never presented itself again, and it opened up so many opportunities for future projects. Projects? I can't speak.
You
It's
got it.
okay.
You got it. You hit it in the end. Now, the first thing I think about this Hardex is it is a goddamn shame that all the mappers do not get more compensation for what they do. That the
Mm.
community is not. It really it's about critical mass. If it was the case that we were as big as Minecraft, haha, you could start an entire company off the creation of maps and content for this game. But we can't do that, right?
Yeah.
Growing to that point, the product is not. It doesn't have the kind of grabbing power that a big company like that, like Mojang, can. It just can't. But what we
Hmm.
can do possibly is get the community to a size where maps could be commissioned for a reasonable sum of
Yeah.
compensation.
I think the issue with commission maps though is a lot of companies will see it as a means of advertising,
Yeah.
but being able to recoup your investment on that is extremely unlikely. You know, you can put up a map and then slap some logos in it and call it a day. And you know, maybe it'll get seen by a bunch of people, maybe it won't. But for huge projects like Summer and Fortum and even Ants Champs, it takes a lot of work that just from past experiences, I haven't seen as much payoff
Hmm.
like that the companies were looking for. So yeah, it's definitely very tricky,
So if we
and
were
I
to
think it
find a
could use some
way,
more work. Hmm.
yeah, no, I see what you're saying. That maybe even like are people who get onto a surf server, are they in a buying mood? Do the
Mm.
advertisements? Because if you're like sort of watching YouTube, that's the aim of a YouTube video is sort of get you into the mood. Like say it's a food channel, it's to get you into the mood to buy something from
Mm-hmm.
Grubhub, and then you might get a Grubhub ad or something related to that before or after the commercial. With surf maps, what I don't think the users sometimes there aren't even buyers. They're not consumers because they're like
Yeah.
14 and they're not going to buy a T-shirt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's problems there. But Fordham seemed to me to be of a different. There was a different idea about behind that map. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the strangest project entirely. You know, you have Dreamhack, which is cool. You know, Dreamhack comes to you, says, "Hey, we saw Summer. We'd love for you to make a map for our client." I'm like, "Okay, who is it?" It's like, "Yeah, it's an energy company owned by Finland." Uh,
What?
what? What? All right. Yeah. For some reason they were sponsoring Dreamhack, and they wanted, you know, a map that they could play at Dreamhack and have people get prizes. So we're like, okay. And then, you know, we looked up Fordham, looked up a bunch of, I guess, you know, hydro and electro plants, and kind of started from there. It was really crazy.
And it is such a cool looking map. It really is. Damn, dude. You have been on a hell of a journey producing all these maps. Your most recent one, a little bit of expose. Can you tell me about?
Mm,
There is something outside my fucking window, Hardex. Take a look at this GIF. I made this GIF. What are we looking at?
yeah. Well, it's not my most recent map, but yeah, that is a skatebird.
Oh, ooh, I think I saw your most recent map, but it's not out
Oh
yet.
yeah. No, it's out, but I made it in like a week, so it's not on KSF yet. But yeah, it's on a bunch of CS:GO servers. Yeah, this map was definitely my baby for quite a long time. Sometimes not by choice. But yeah. Um. So that's a skatebird, just a bird on a skateboard riding a half pipe. Um.
Another golf clap. Very
In the
nice.
original version, well, shoot, I don't know how much I can. I can probably reveal it. In the original version of that map, you can do an Easter egg to destroy the walls and the roof, and you can get up that high and see the skatebird. But now it's just kind of there because we didn't want it to affect times on KSF.
Big Sag. So you cannot break the roof on KSF.
No, better safe than sorry is what we decided on.
What would it have done?
It makes the roof higher. I don't think it could have been used in a world record route, but who knows? Because I also didn't think that you could use the trampolines.
The way that they were doing by
The
default, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the way they've been, you know, going from one to the side to the side to the one on the floor and just gaining massive units. And all my testers were like, you know, this area seems kind of useless. Like, well, yeah, it's for fun, you know, you bounce around and it's whatever. Nope.
Wrong.
World record. Got to do it. Yeah, I really hope that someone finds a new route on that map. I was asking Batman if he'd like to TAS it, but yeah, I don't even know how you would approach something like that.
And that's just not even about wow, it would be so complicated. It really would.
It's not yet. Like you can optimize the current route, sure, but
You gotta test all
you know
these routes.
there's
Oh.
thousands of routes. Yeah.
You made probably the most unique map in all of Surf. What was the idea behind this map? Just if people haven't figured it out already, what's the idea?
I mean, Tony Hawk, but in Surf.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
It's a non-linear, it's a true non-linear surf map, right? Christmas attempted kind of to do this, but you're going to the end of every stage. This is a surf map where you get to decide completely how you're going to route the map.
Yeah.
And it led to all kinds of intrigue. I like the route now doesn't look like the route did in the first week. It does. Some things are technically the same, but yeah, I mean, it's groundbreaking, really.
Even the first week, like, how many times did the route change? Like, at least 5 or 10.
Wow.
And like, I had never imagined people doing some of the stuff they're doing on it now. It's crazy.
Okay, I've got the question. Are there any other crazy ideas that you want to do like this that break something fundamental about the way we think about surf mapping? But you didn't do it because you think it wasn't like possible or you didn't have the time.
Hadn't thought about that. It's a good question.
Toughie.
It takes a while to think about something like that. You know, I remember like you were saying just recently in one of your streams, like, you know, for the longest time, you know, this is what a surf map has been. And then something comes along and is like, oh, it changes your idea of it. So I guess until someone comes up with another idea, then we'll never know, because yeah, I can't think of any right now.
No, it's tough. It's super tough. And obviously that's the point. You can't just maybe, and it makes me think about this question. Surf has evolved in lots of ways as new systems have been integrated. So, for example, there used to not be stages on maps. You'd have maps like Surf Rebel Resistance, Surf Prime Time Revamp. These maps where you're getting as far as you can to try to get a gun, like Tronic.
Yeah.
That was before the stages were even invented. Then stages come along, boom, every single map is staged.
I mean, it was just, I feel like it was only combat surf back in the day.
Yes.
When, like, I started surf, you know, a long time ago, so not even, I don't know, when did all those combat maps come out?
Crazy, right?
Like 2009, 2010? And like, I don't even know how it evolved into, yeah, we're not going to kill each other, we're just going to surf and get the best time.
It splits off at some point. And that could be just an incredible video. It's just really hard to get all that information together. That's like a year from now type video. You know what I mean? Where I've researched it for a long time. I'd have to pull up. I'd have to interview Jesus Was Homeless somehow.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to go so far back in order to get it.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, man, you can just look at some of the maps from back then, and even looking at like how the ramps were designed. Like, they don't do it that way anymore because it was bad.
Yeah.
But gosh, yeah, everything seems just so simple back then. You go from point A to point B. There's, well, I guess you can't really include Tronic in that example, but you know, you have a destination. It's pretty clear on where to go.
Yeah.
I don't know how well you were able to test back then, so
Right.
I'm sure that was a bunch of fun.
Nope.
But yeah, man, there's just so many things that are accessible nowadays for map makers that I think if the OGs from back then had known about, or I guess not had known about, but had access to, it would have blown their minds.
Even save block, I think about that. I mean, corruption is the obvious example of what you can't have. But can you have a Morrow without save block? Even that, be trying to figure out how to do that end part, impossible.
I feel like a lot of maps since I guess the release of save block, which I don't even know when it was, has just unlocked different doors of creativity that people can do, because you are able to rely on that now. You don't have to sit there and play the same stage over and over and getting to a certain point and failing. You're able to keep going and progressing.
Dude, that immediately makes me think of Surf Before. What happened with that? And then it got blocked on KSF, right? They didn't upload it?
Well, it's currently in discussion.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I take full fucking credit for that shit, bro. I know you made it. I don't give a fuck. I made the video about it.
Man. Yeah. Dude, I don't even know. It was a joke map that I made how many years ago? 3 or 4. And now people really want it.
Lemix did it. Oh my.
So the issue with it being uploaded to KSF is there's, the existing stages that already have times. So people didn't really want to have duplicates, I guess.
Oh, where you didn't have to run the map again or something? Oh, okay.
No, just duplicates, like, you have the exact same bonuses. But I think the solution now is just to add the entire thing as a linear.
What
so
the
that
fuck? What
Yeah,
the
so
fuck, dude? With facility B4 at the end?
I don't know. It might be just the bonus that's zoned. It might be the entire map zoned as a linear, and then the bonus is extra. But yeah, that was the issue with uploading it as is. Nothing else was wrong with it.
Fucking I am so excited. I'm so goddamn excited.
Yeah. And I don't even originally know why I made it. I just thought it would be funny, probably. Like, if you look at the start zone of, I guess it's the hub.
Yeah, as you walk in.
It just says map bonus. Fuck you.
How long did it take you to make that?
Oh, I mean, it was copying, pasting stuff. So, well, I did have to retexture a bunch of stuff, but honestly, not that long. I can't even remember. Can't tell you.
So it's like insignificant. But now you mentioned
very insignificant. Yeah.
That could like, I think about the surfers that could come back and do that. Levi is somebody who comes to mind immediately because he's probably just cracked at units. But I don't know if he even would. But that is a Lemix map for sure. The fact that he already did it.
Joshua. Oh yeah, Lemix.
Even username is sick at unit. He'd probably do it just for the memes. I'm trying to think of who else. Wait, would Saxton be good at this? Goliath.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, Goliath is so bad for
Yeah.
Fuck. At the end of the day, dude, I'm so goddamn excited for this. I have some general questions for you.
Sure.
One of them is easy. Do you remember when you were first exposed to surfing and how did you start?
Well, this was way back yonder, probably in about 2005.
Whoa.
This was on CS 1.6, and there was a map called Surf Ski. And I played that, went on. I was like, nope, left. Went on a couple other servers. There were some really classic maps. Ice Bob 2, Leet Bob, maps that nobody's ever heard of. But yeah, I played a ton of them. Got a little bit better at Surf. And then went back to Surf Ski. And all these at the time were combat maps. So that was all we did. But I eventually got good enough to start surfing backwards on Surf Ski and doing tricks and stuff. And I spent, I don't even know how many hundreds of hours just doing that, messing around as a teenager.
Well, but backwards?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, doing backwards tricks on Surf Ski, the very original one.
Holy shit, are you still a good backwards surfer?
I think I'm ranked like 20-something.
Goddamn.
Backwards. That might be in the United States. Let me check.
That's sick as fuck, though. God, that shit looks impossible to me. I don't know how people do. Ruby doing surf. Oh my god, that fucking blew my mind, dude. Surf Syria again backwards still will. That will never be beaten ever. Calling it.
Yeah, I can do some things backwards. I'm rank 23, but that's out of like 3,000 people on KSF.
God.
But yeah,
damn.
There's so many backwards surfers that are crazy. But yeah, that was all I did for pretty much every evening after school, was just get on a combat surf server and mess around, you know.
So you would have been around 2005. From my research, from what I can tell, KSF comes around 2009, 2010. It sort of breaks off from Frag Co. or something. It even almost breaks apart completely and isn't a server anymore. It goes offline until somebody comes back to release to reinstate it in 2010, and then it has persisted for the past 12 years after that. You've been around for a long time. So my question then is, what has your
Hmm.
experience with KSF been like? Maybe beyond mapping into some of the events that you may have done, maybe some of the videos that we've already seen. Can you tell me a little bit about your experience with KSF?
I don't think I'd even heard of KSF until about 2013.
Hmm.
Um, like I said, I was mainly playing on 1.6 and Condition Zero growing up, and then I've taken a lot of breaks over the years, and I eventually find my way back. But yeah, when I first came back to surf, like in the 2012 or 2013, it was on a 100 tick server called DHC, which was based in Germany. And then I got, I think, expert on there, which was like rank 30 or above. Um, but that was a 100 tick. And then I had known about KSF at that point, just from probably since again.
Hmm.
Um, I know he was making Surf Eon at the time.
Good map.
Yeah. And then I probably went on to KSF, tried it out. I was like, man, 66 is lame. I'm going back to a 100 tick. It's easy here. Yeah. Yeah, I think my first join date on KSF was in April of 2013.
So I was only a year after you, but you stayed consistent pretty much through all that time,
Um,
except for like for the last couple years, especially like COVID. You were here.
yeah. Yeah, it's hard to find motivation to keep surfing
Yeah,
as you get older. I don't know.
I definitely
I feel like yeah, go ahead.
even as a content creator, I cannot
Hmm.
surf. I cannot, like, it's really fucking hard. On stream, it's super easy. I don't even think about it. But when I'm not, I'm gonna go outside. I want to go fucking outside, bro. I sit here and I think about surf all fucking day. I'm dead serious. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed in a way that's like, I'm obsessed in a healthy way because there's some times where like I'm not gonna look at surf right now. I'm gonna go do fucking Rocket League. Is
Hmm.
super fun, dude. I fucking love Rocket League. We were talking about that before or after I started recording,
Rocket League, I think after. Because we had
dude.
talked about Sense with Pancake.
Remco apparently was super big in Rocket League.
Oh yeah, he was a pro.
Like, what the fuck, bro? He,
Yeah, man.
and he's closely related to Trop, not in real life related, but he was Troffle's like best friend, right? Oh, that era.
Not a clue.
Not a. Oh, maybe that's false, but they knew each other for sure. Wait, maybe it's Nowlek. Oh fuck, that's a name
Nalik?
too, right?
Yeah, Nalik.
Yeah.
I don't think he was a Rocket League pro, if that's what you're asking.
No. Okay, never mind. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. After 2014, I maybe
Hmm.
surfed until like 2016, and then I quit for like 4 years. I came back,
Yeah.
dude. It was fucked. 2015 is the last record that I've seen of mine in my old PRs and shit.
Ah,
2020
dude.
though, when COVID hit, that was the biggest time for KSF. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I don't know, man. You got Dizzy and XQC nowadays, but
I can't even fucking believe that shit. I talk
dude.
about that in every video that I put out.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, dude. It's huge exposure.
Like, I
But
can't
like
believe it.
KSF's always kind of been like the place to go. Like even when I wasn't playing on it, like I knew if you were good, you went there and you played it. And like this was even back in 2013 or 2012.
So this, okay, I can tie this back in. We know that it's the
Hmm.
best place, possibly to surf. That there's
Hmm.
an air of here's where the best surfers are. I just had a pretty big comment on my last video talking about their experience with KSF.
Elitism.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we talked about your experience with KSF. Do you
Hmm.
share the sentiment that KSF is elitist?
No. First of all, I think for surfing, Counter-Strike Source is way better than CS:GO. Just movement wise, mechanics wise, binds wise, even. But, what do you do if you want to go play Surf on Source? You only have one option, right?
The Russian servers, yes. Okay.
No.
Okay. Now
KSF.
here's my point. Now here's my counter. I'm fucking embodying the whole CS:GO community is on my back right now. Let's say I want to go
Hmm.
play a specific map on Source. I
Yeah.
cannot unless I cough up the dough. If I want to play the map I want to play on CS:GO, there's like 18 bajillion servers. You can load it up
Yeah.
in your community map and kick the bots. Bro,
So is that KSF's fault for only having like, X amount of public servers, or has everybody else just moved on from Source?
if you look at the numbers for a lot of these, I will not lie though, KSF has been popping. You're right. The
Yeah.
CS:GO numbers, they're 10 times the KSF numbers, but then there's other
Mm-hmm.
questions of like how many of these people are actually surfing? Are they just sitting in the server and trading or mindlessly
True.
on Utopia? Are we playing the same game? Is a harder question. No, I
Mm.
understand. Have
Yeah.
you but could you empathize with the sentiment that KSF is elitist in any way?
Um, Personally, I haven't really seen it.
Mm,
I know just from hearing from you what people say.
yeah,
Like if you don't do it on 66 tick on KSF, who cares? But like, Surf Heaven is 64 tick,
right.
and people are able to do almost just as much. So I think the sentiment there isn't quite the same. But as far as like, 66 versus 85 or 100, yeah, I can't say I've seen it myself, but I think if you're surfing what you have fun playing on, then just do that. Don't let other people tell you that what you're doing is bad or that you're bad.
Oh, 100%. Two little things I'm going to pull out of there and touch on.
Mm-hmm.
Like 64 tick surfing, I hope with some of the content I'm putting out makes it even cooler because the things that you can't do there that we're
Oh yeah.
broaching into, like Liquidator Hades 2B4, Lemix Corruption 64 tick. I believe there are Liquidator is one person that was trying to do that, but Grapefruit and Pinky, I also believe, are very close to completions on that map and are going to be pushing it up to like 3 or 4 completions total.
There's a lot of stuff that people don't understand about CS:GO versus CSS. Like, the player models being larger is one thing. Um, the majority of people not having access to surf binds, the air acceleration difference, the tick rate. Like, yeah, some stuff just isn't possible. Like the entirety of Deity isn't possible on
Wait, really?
CS:GO, and that's why it hasn't been ported. Is because the player model is too large. Every single thing would have to be adjusted.
That I did not do. Are you serious? Well, like, what is it? Is
Oh
it is
yeah.
it is it is it individual state? Wow, bro. I'm gonna cut that whole stutter out. Is it that every stage is impossible, or is there a specific stage where you just can't get past?
uh,
It's every
Personally, I don't
stage.
know. I mean,
Shit.
there's a lot of very techie elements that probably just aren't possible because of that. So yeah, that would have to be adjusted, but I don't know enough about it. I just had someone ask if I would do it. I'm like, bro, yeah, I can do that. Take like 2 hours. And then I look into it more, and people are not happy with trying to port it because of those issues. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this.
100%. Goddamn, I had a second point out of what you said before, and I can't remember it. I'm gonna lead into the most general, open-ended question that I think everybody
Okay.
wants to know. What kind of content do you want to see? Do you want more maps? Do you want more events? Do you want certain types of videos? What your god content? We'd be like, oh holy shit, I can't believe
Hmm.
somebody did this. What would you want?
Man,
Toughie. I know. I can't even
it
think
is
about a question.
tough. It is tough. I feel like surf as a video media has been kind of stagnant for the longest time. You have uh, world record videos or showcase videos. Every once in a while, someone will come along, like you or Orson, and they bring something new to the table. Um, but as far as outside of that, or I guess you can include that as well. Man, yeah, I don't know. That's tough. How do you revitalize something that everybody says is dying? New maps are always great. You love to see it. Um, I'm always a fan of more contests, more tournaments, stuff like that, just because it's nice to come together, not just as a community of KSF, but it brings in everybody, and you get thousands of people watching a stream that wouldn't normally do that, specifically for, surf tournaments. Um,
Oh yeah, maps and tournaments being the lifeblood of Surf, 100% true.
Hmm. So as far as that, like, I had mentioned it's stagnant, and you can keep doing that, but it's stuff that we've already done. So as far as like bringing something new to the table, I just don't know.
It's
I
extremely
feel
tough.
like I feel like you can answer that question better than me. I'm sure you've thought about it way more.
Okay, top of brain is something if in Momentum Mod or CS:GO, where okay, there's actually two things. One of them I just started thinking about that's so fucking easy. The first one is like tournaments and races where it's integrated into the game. You could hop into a lobby. You're put into a lobby with like 32 or hopefully 48 to 64 people
Hmm.
all in the voice chat. It's crazy because we want to both have the good surf gameplay and also try to grab what's happening on CS:GO, which is really hype lobbies where you talk to new people and hear about
Hmm.
somebody who lost a toe in Afghanistan and then fucked the prostitute in Thailand. I don't know what it is. They just tell
And
the
then
best,
then some beatboxing.
and then some beatboxing and a guitar.
Yeah.
It's the best. We don't get that on KSF. Everybody,
No,
I am voice enable 0 on KSF. If you try to
dude.
talk to me
Yeah.
on KSF, I don't. If you type to me, I can see it, but I will never turn my volume on. But the second thing I thought about that was
Hmm.
always in the surf culture and went away was the big corral when a new map was released. The hype. Everybody
Oh,
got on the
dude.
server to play the new content.
Yeah, I miss the hype. What happens? What happens now? You release a map, it's played for a day, then it's lost in the pool. It wasn't like that back in the day. It would be on every server for at least a day or two.
Real fucking talk, dude.
Uh,
It almost like a little bit happened with Anubis. A little bit. It was pretty consistently on the beginner server, and we were resetting it.
oh yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. Because they were like, "Oh, I can play Anubis now." Okay, yeah.
oh yeah, dude, I loved it. I loved that map. But I loved it. I love the idea. I think Sneaky not only did he do
Yeah,
a great job of like translating the feeling of playing that map, the map overall feels good with 10 extra bonuses. 10.
dude. Yeah, it's so good. Especially because, like, you know, easier maps of, I guess not easier maps, but easier versions of harder maps have been done before.
Oh yeah.
But it's always the same stuff. Like, you make everything shorter, you remove some obstacles, you call it a day. That's it. Anubis was it felt like an entirely different map just because of the massive difference in difficulty.
The stage 2 skip especially, I love the idea. Even the trick that you're doing to you can just head it, you smack your head into the ceiling
Mm.
with like 1600 units and you're good. Well, 1400 probably if you're like me. But at the end of the day, it's hard to do that without it being gimmicky. I can see like a juiced easy maybe. I
Yeah.
the position of these maps can possibly be at some point in your surf career if you continue, you will play these maps. Here's you getting to have that experience right now as a tier 3. Maybe one day
Hmm.
you'll beat it as a tier 6.
That'd be cool, yeah. Can you say Goliath easy?
Oh.
No.
What if you made it what about Tiny Ramp Goliath?
Tiny Ramp Goliath?
Tiny and it's like it's a tech map. All right, never mind. I'm having dog shit ideas.
Goliath
Hardex.
H? Dude,
Goliath
let's do it.
H? No, 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 no,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
bro. Where, here's my question: where do you think
Ah,
maps are going to go in difficulty? Do you think the maps are going to continue to get unit harder or tech
um,
harder? Like, what do you think could happen?
no. I don't think so. At least I hope not. I feel like the entire difficulty thing kind of died with Anubis.
Mm,
Like it just got to a point where it built up and everything got harder and harder until people were just like, you know what, this isn't very fun anymore.
right. Well, and then so
So,
Fiello puts the cap on unit. Fiello says
mm,
this is probably the limit of what we would be willing to do and compete on. Although I think now 15 people have done it. Oh no, because now there's Exonic B3 that what
mm-hmm.
one person has done. I actually have to check that. I don't even fucking know.
If only it was a B4 because then we could put it in the sequel to Surf Before.
Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Exonic.
Yeah, it would be nice. Come on.
Oh my god.
So many people would enjoy that.
I want to run. I want to run before if it's the regular map and it just ends in facility. I have to learn them. Some Garbo, but that would be an amazing like
Yeah.
end goal.
I don't know. It's up to whatever the QA testers and Niasl decides.
Like E3. No, dude, I can't type. Exotic, are there any other things that you desperately wanted to talk about?
Oh, I think we had
I can't type.
momentum mod.
Ooh, okay. Wait, what's your opinion on Momentum Mod? First of all, the easy question: do you think that Momentum Mod is going to beat KSF at some point?
I want to say probably not. Only because, like, there's the obvious thing that comes up, which is leaderboards. People aren't going to want to move over. But there's also the community aspect of KSF. I feel like that's not going to translate well to momentum lobbies. Because, like, you have a person hosting a lobby and everybody can join them, right? But then everybody just disbands when it's over. Unless I'm, like, way out of date with my information and they're going to have dedicated servers.
Oh, they will, but it's going to be mostly lobbies. Lobbies are going to be the thing that you see when you click on that person. I mean, I agree. I think that what it would hopefully would be is it's a two source for Surf, where now people like when they come into Momentum Mod, they try Surf as one of the first ones. We just have great priority on the index at the top. We're the furthest most to the left. That's going to have an impact in terms of it's an impression, you know.
We'll see how the campaign works out.
Oh, I'm so excited. Are you working on that, bro?
I was at one point a couple years ago, and then, oh man, that's a whole other mess, really.
Is that a no-no? That's a no-no zone?
No, we can talk about it.
All right, let's talk
Dude,
about it.
I can talk for as long as you want to talk.
Okay. If you think this is not a priority,
Do I think the campaign isn't a priority?
or if not talking about it, if I'm trying to think, if we want to have it cap it an hour, ooh, well, we got some shit to cut out too.
That's up to you.
I
I don't know how viewer retention is.
I don't know, bro. My opinion is that if I bought KSF and I owned it, it would be a content creation nexus, and it would be a database nexus where you can, go onto the Discord or even come onto Source and surf. And then Momentum Mod would literally be a mirrored version of the Source, and so we would be on Momentum Mod, so you could have your lobby and have them both funnel into the same leaderboard and database. And that'd be it. I think that would save. I think that would give Surf a kind of longevity that we could not get otherwise. But as long as it's divided, we're using Momentum Mod as a means to an end, unfortunately.
I think the division isn't only a problem with KSF, it's, every other surf community out there. You have your people that want to stick with what they're comfortable with, whether that be Surf Heaven, Sneaks, Horizon, stuff like that. People aren't going to want to, just not necessarily abandon it, but, move to other things when they already have everything they could possibly need there. There might be some things that Momentum can offer, but is it really enough to get people to migrate over and make that their main thing?
Right. I think events are going to be huge for Momentum, but you're not going to log in every day and surf there. I will say, to their credit, I played Shodan and could feel no difference between Momentum Shodan and CSS, but then like maps like Omnific just have to be different because of the stage 2 booster and everything that's not integrated. It just can't be the same. And then we have to copy over every single B-hop trigger or no B-hop.
Oh man, yeah.
Impossible. KSF itself is an enormous product that possibly justifies its large cost to the people who go all in, not just buying VIP but sharing costs on privates. You're paying for a product that's like 14 years in development. It's the premier surfing experience. Shit,
and
man.
I don't think Niasl's role is going to change at all. I don't know how or why he became owner, because he said he's just going to keep doing the same stuff. But
well, maybe he has like we can't really talk about it, but he might have part ownership now.
Possibly. I don't know. He's in Russia, so his financial stuff is kind of iffy at the moment,
I pretty much forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked. I don't know.
Yeah, the entirety of KSF Records is demonetized.
Completely still?
Well, I don't know about demonetized, but he can't get paid for it.
Let me see if I look at his recent videos. Oh, This is probably, I don't know if this is even a good question. What did you think about the Rans battle that just took place?
Loved it, dude.
I think I
I
might do a side-by-side.
Man, back in the day, I was always tuned into Oliver's stream when he was going for it, and he would surf it for I feel like it was weeks trying to get it, and then he finally did, and then no one touched it for what, 4 years?
4 years exactly.
Yeah.
August of 2018.
And then yeah, people just come by and then like -7 it.
Dude, I could make like the best surf battle video. If I just have an intro describing what happened, like just how you said it, Oliver spent hundreds of hours grinding on stream for the perfect run. But then in 2020, blah, 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 blah. Just with
Yeah.
I would do it. I don't know if you've seen this one. There was a really great Omnific comparison where they had all the
Oh
checkpoints
yeah.
below. I'm going to do exactly like Bakuma did it. It's going to look so fucking good. I have
Dude.
to. Do you have any experience with SVR, by the way?
No, I don't.
Here's the question. Oh, I got it.
Mm.
I am going to speak to Spy Complex. I'm going to speak to Sky Complex. Wow, I can't say his name. I'm going to speak to Spy Complex next. I already have him confirmed for an interview. I'm hoping it's going to happen in the next couple weeks.
Sweet.
Let's say first for mappers. Do you think there's anybody I have to talk to in order to learn like about Surf as a game?
Oh gosh.
I know.
I feel a lot of people have been requesting the OGs.
Yep.
So maybe any one of them. Sacred would probably be good. Sacred, yeah.
I don't want to think about a Juxtapo. Or how do you say his name, bro?
Yeah.
Can you tell me?
Sorry. We've been pronouncing it differently just with you. Kind of as a joke.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
So in the announcement video you did for the mapping contest, we asked like how he wanted to say his name, and we just came up with different ones, and we told you one of them. And then even earlier when I mentioned him, I said it differently.
Damn it!
Yeah.
You got me. Fuck you guys.
Cat's
I'm
out
going
of the
home.
bag.
God damn it.
But yeah. Juxtapo.
Juxtapo.
He'd probably be a good
Are
one.
you still fucking with me, my dude? Are you still fucking with me?
Definitely.
No, okay, Juxtapo. Juxtapo's the way you say it, bro. That's
Okay.
how it's spelled. Juxtapo.
Juxtapo. Yeah, like juxtapose.
Suck my cock, bro.
It's all good.
But non-mappers, who would you want if I had to interview? I mean, like, I'm thinking if I had to ask myself, Trafficopter is the one that I would want to hear that would blow my
Dude,
mind.
that was the very first name that popped into my head.
Oh, yes. Well, I was around 2004, 2015, 2014. That is the person we watched. He was the hype.
The Truffle streams, yeah.
Oh my god. On Omnific, I didn't watch any of the ones other than Omnific. I'm not gonna lie, but fucking sick, dude. One of the fantasies I have is Sinsa to go over to Korea with translator. If Surf blows up, okay? If there's demand for that 2 years from now, I would go to Korea and interview Sinsa. I mean, Habitat. Interestingly enough, Habitat agreed to go on if Morning was with him. That's a double whammy.
That'd be good. I remember watching Morning's hand showcase way back in the day, and I was like, "This dude's moving his whole arm."
Amazing.
I'm never gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the meta, of course.
People, maybe somebody that you looked up to as an idol when you were younger.
Like a younger mapper?
Yeah, or a mapper or a surfer, where you were like, wow, this person was just so amazing, I couldn't believe it.
Horse Feathers.
Whoa, that's a name that I haven't heard a lot, but I know from maps.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna say at the start of the pandemic, he was on KSF, chilling around. So was
Horse Feathers, I think, hasn't been active in quite a bit.
Am I wrong? But I know what you're talking. I know who this.
Yeah, he made. Well, I guess Antimatter 2 was pretty recent, but before that, it was 4 years ago for Surf Clavius.
Whoa.
And then him and I ended up working on Salient 2 together.
Great map,
great map. Yeah, Nostromo and Antimatter and Salient. Pretty much the only ones that I know of his.
These are Trafficopter maps too. He loved Nostromo.
Yeah.
And then his Clavius run got taken by Ratsack, but I think he could retake if he tried.
When I was first starting mapping, I tried to emulate Horsefeather's style so much. I don't think I did a good job, but like just his design was always so impressive the way he made his gameplay.
That's really interesting. That was your biggest inspiration as a mapper.
Mm. Yeah, as far as gameplay goes, yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Hardex, my friend, this is how we end every podcast. First of all, do you have any questions for me? Things you desperately want to know? My medical history, my sexual history? Shoot it.
How long?
How long?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
Micro penis, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not good.
Ah. Man, I can't think of anything. I
Folks,
know I already have like 10 other things that I could talk about with you, but I know we're short on time.
ooh, give me one. Let's see if it's tantalizing.
Oh. That we can talk about?
Yes,
Shoot.
sir.
I mean, it wouldn't take very long. Favorite maps and mappers.
Oh,
That
okay.
was
Well,
one I had written down.
favorite mapper. We thought about horse feathers a little bit.
Hmm.
Who your favorite mapper would you think all time? So it could come from after them.
So, kind of got to split it up into two categories, gameplay and visuals. Gameplay, Creel.
Wait. What did Oh no, hold on. What did Crowlington do?
Dude, he has made the wackiest flowing, crazy angle, tight snipe. Dude, I can't even describe it. All his maps are so
Sanguine,
crazily designed.
Epiphany, of Raffaello. Oh, dude, these are fucking bomb. Lax, Facility.
Yeah,
Wait, was he on the main on Facility? There's no way. And Vast. Okay, yeah, 100%,
I
hundred
think he
percent.
was, yeah.
Ionia Proliferation. Yeah. One of the ones that people didn't fuck with. Even Axiom is famous from the bonus, dude. Life
Hmm.
of Cow is the one where I would have said people did not. Delta 2. Delta, I would say, would be my least favorite. But out of his, it is my favorite is definitely Sanguine. Ooh. No. Is it Epiphany?
Oh, is Sanguine the one from the Oh, dude, we didn't even talk about the contests.
Oh, we can. Okay. Sanguine was, if you're looking at it right now, is a staged
Yeah.
linear map. Absolutely beautiful. And the way it was designed was there was 3 different routes with multiple,
Yep.
multiple ways to go about it. Corresponding videos with a QR code you could scan and then watch. One of the most beautiful maps in general too. Lots of reflective.
Bonkers.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Didn't even place. Rigged.
Wait, really? No way. It was in a
Didn't
competition?
place. Yeah, it was in I think the Sunny Happy Love competition
No
from KSF.
way. They said it was too hard, right?
Not too hard, too complicated. You know, one of the things was accessibility. And I think even though we had different criteria back then, it was just so hard to score it. And then thematically, it didn't hit very well. But yeah, as far as Surf goes, like one of the craziest, best designed, just not for a contest, in my opinion.
One of the things that hasn't been touched is that insane like stage 3 skip that only Levi and Caffrey have done.
Mm.
That's a goal. That's a long ass turn goal for me to hit that and then get a run in it. Oh, Epiphany's good too. Raphael is an absolutely legendary map. I think if you were gonna say this is your favorite mapper, that would be a very solid choice.
Yeah.
What about your
As
favorite map of all time?
Oh, dude. Can't think about all time, but right now, Agony.
Wait a minute. Who should have won the contest?
Um, I had Agony in first place personally.
Mm.
Um, his surf wasn't as good as Spy Complexes. I think I scored Spies higher. Um, but yeah, visually, and the rest of the judges agreed as well. It blew it out of the water, every single one. Um, so I guess like to answer my other statement, like favorite mapper visually, like Proxy Chains is up there.
Now I gotta think. How about what do you think about Maz? Like Surf Fantasy, Embrace.
Oh, dude, I love fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantasy. It just like it's like he looked at like, okay, who's judging Hardex? That freaking nerd. All right, here you go. Fantasy. Just it was beautiful. Every single part was lovely. And he finally got it.
He finally
Got the
won.
W.
Wait, what was the one?
Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard for me. I have to figure it out at some point. What were the other ones that he was in?
The other contests,
If I look on
and
his Game Banana, it'll answer.
I know arcade was one where
Oh,
he got second.
Oh.
I also had arcade in first place.
Dude, I can't find his fucking Game Banana. What the hell? This is a different person. Wait, what? Like Surf Fantasy. And you also, as we do this little research, you got the opportunity to make the videos for a couple of these competitions. I remember one of them was, oh god, 2020 fall, maybe?
Yeah, before you took my job.
No,
yeah,
I
remember
did
that.
not.
Otherworldly. Okay.
Hold on, I'm listening. Hold on.
Okay. What?
Oh wow, this is the soundscape. Holy shit. That's one of the things about fantasy that was so incredible, right? It was created with a sound in mind. I feel like there are a couple other maps that have done that too. And this had NVC DMN on it.
Yeah. I feel like he did the soundscapes because like the only thing we could criticize about arcade was that there were no sounds, but like everything else was good.
It was a final fuck you. God damn.
Hey, it won him, yeah. Well deserved though. Yeah, that was the contest where, everybody was upset that Proxy didn't win. Well, not everybody, but like, everybody from the B-Hop community because he's a B-Hop mapper.
Is that Angst?
Yeah.
Dude, that map is like so cool, bro.
Definitely. It was his first surf map though. Like you can't expect to enter a contest and win with your first one. But dude, Agony robbed.
My opinion is that Nuclear Surf was like just you could tell the difference from when you first played it.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's the thing with, you have someone like Spy who has a lot of experience, versus Proxy Chains, which, Agony was definitely a lot better surf-wise than Angst was.
Yeah.
But, you'd have to go against years and years of other people that have experience.
Why didn't you ever decide to become a surf YouTuber? What happened there, bro? You had it.
Man, I feel like, especially like these past few years, I've only been a part of the community as part of like, there's a collab once in a while. But otherwise, it's just, chatting on Discord or doing maps for commissions.
Yeah.
And that's basically been it.
Hardex, tell me what's coming next. I saw a leak. I saw a little bit of a leak. This might have been what you're talking about. It looked so cool. Is it based off of Subliminal, the video game?
Subliminal.
No, it's not, but it is, and it is like, if that's what it felt like to me. It felt like you played the map, I could tell where we were, and then you went into no clip, and it was like, holy shit. It was one of the most best designed visual spaces for a map I've ever seen. Hold on, let me see. I can find it in the mapping. Y'all leaked it in the mapping channel on KSF, bro. Let me see.
Oh, dude. Where? Huh?
Yeah. From... Why is your Discord name Hard On, bro?
Oh, that was my original name.
Did you get rid of it? Oh, shit. I saw it. Oh, here it is. Here, I'll send it back in the fucking thing. No, this wasn't yours. This?
Yeah, my name originally was Hard On.
Forever?
Yeah. Back when I was playing Surf Ski a bunch, there was a clan called Lucky, and the leader of that clan was Cardon, Cardon. And I wanted to join the clan because, it was cool and I was a kid. So I just changed my name to Cardon with an H. And it was
Brilliant. Hard On. Yeah. Did he let you in?
Eventually, yeah, he did.
Good job.
But then, can't exactly have Hard On every platform. It's censored sometimes. So that became Hardex eventually.
And you have some of like the best branding. Like if I Google Hardex Surf, I get your Stream Elements merch store.
Oh yeah, dude.
If you need surf merch, please go to Hardex's. I will have a link in the description and buy some merch. Beautiful t-shirts, beautiful sweatshirts.
It's a lot of stuff with my name on it, but there's some like general surf stuff.
AD, yes sir. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I love that design.
Did you
The
make
thing you
those?
linked me,
Yes.
yeah, I made all that stuff. Well, I made all this stuff except like the logo for my name. I commissioned someone to do that. The video you just sent me was Surf Office. I'm just gonna say it because the actual name is like Office. It's hard to pronounce. But yeah, that's my latest map.
This
I think
looks
it's in the queue on KSF right now.
so cool, bro. I'm watching it again.
Yeah, I
When it
made
goes
that
down
in
the
about 10
stairs,
days.
that mean you made that in 10 days?
Yep.
Or a lot? Is it a lot of it like CS:GO assets? Is that why?
Yeah, it's mostly assets from Agency, Office, and Vertigo.
Ooh. And that wait a
Yeah.
minute, that's something that we could use as well to shorten the. Did you have to work on it a ton, or did using the assets from the game
Um,
save a lot of time?
that was about 40 hours altogether.
That's shorter than summer. Summer was
Oh,
350 by mile, right?
yeah, summer was 350 just for me. I think
Insane.
Tioga put in probably another 250, and then, you know, Juxtapo put in, I don't even know. He didn't get paid much from it though. I don't even know if he got paid at all.
Feels bad, but this is a short map too, like 30 seconds.
Hmm.
Is this
I
going to be
think
part
the
of a bigger map too, or is this already released?
No, it's released. I think the record on CS:GO at least is 21 seconds. But yeah, it was a commission map for Clarity servers, and they just wanted something short, and they were coming up with ideas for a theme, and someone joked, yeah, Office. So I was like, that's funny. Yeah, we'll see if someone can do it. I was like, yeah, I can do that.
Good. All right, one last leakage. Can you tell me what
All
this
right.
screen cap is?
Oh, yeah. I felt like that was kind of going to be my magnum opus as far as maps go,
The
but
secret map.
oh yeah, that that one stage took up every single brush side. So eventually I just forgot about it because texturing in Blender is not something I'm good at. But yeah, that was just one stage and it took up every single limit that you could imagine in Hammer. And I had 5 or 6 stages that were going to be like that. Just this crazy like sci-fi cyberpunk. Yeah, actually now that I'm remembering, I think the original goal of it was to make a map with PKO2 assets, which
Whoa.
is it's kind of a joke in the mapping community because there's a lot of maps that use it, but nobody really uses it well.
I see what you're saying. Something like
Yeah.
ooh, now this is sort of specific. The surf agony. No, the surf angst end zone. Would that be something that was done in Blender?
Agony end zone, or sorry, angst end
The
zone.
crazy white.
It's a lot of blocks. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to ask Proxy.
It's
I
proxy.
feel
It's
like
proxy.
you could do it in Hammer, but it would be annoying, obviously, and then you just proper it. But yeah, I don't know. Could probably replicate it. It would just take a long, long time.
Longest time.
Yeah.
Hardex, thank you so much for speaking with me. Where do we find you? What is our socials?
Twitch.tv/Hardex, streamelements.com/merch/Hardex.
Is there any YouTube links? No. There's no YouTube links, like right?
Nah, no YouTube.
Hardex, thank you so much for speaking with me. I hope you have a great evening. All right.
Thank you. You as well. I greatly appreciate talking with you.
No problem, my dude.